Hi, everyone. This is Andrea Thomas. I'm the Assistant Dean of Undergraduate Studies for the David Eccles School of Business. We've got some updates, just a few this week, and then we want to give everybody an opportunity to ask questions if they have any. So there was information that came out a couple weeks ago about international students and their requirement to take in-person classes. That was actually rescinded this week. And so for all international students, we want to make sure that everybody knows that that is no longer, there's not a policy change any longer, and those constraints no longer exist. So that's good news for all of us, and especially for our international students. There's other information that came out as well. The university extended the no travel to international locations through December 31st of this year. So what that means for us, we had already made those adjustments for Eccles Global, so we didn't have anything planned in the fall. We were hoping to be able to still travel with the global sections of Business Scholars. So what that means is that the leadership retreat will not be in a global destination. We're still awaiting university guidance on whether we can travel within the state if we do it in a socially distanced way. So I'm hoping to get that information within the next week. So what that means is we will still be having a leadership retreat, but we're not sure of the location or if it will need to be virtual. As soon as we get those decisions down, then we'll make sure that we adjust any of the fees associated with these. So students will not be paying for any of the activities that we're not able to do. And so by the time school gets started, and hopefully by August 1st, we'll have a lot more specific information on that. For those students who are currently in summer semester, just wanted to make sure that you knew the deadline for opting credit, no credit. So this is something that was announced by the university, and it's a university-wide policy. And you need to be able to go in and indicate that you want to take credit, no credit by July 22nd. Now, if you go in and you opt one way, you do have till July 23rd to make those changes. In the event that you did it and then quickly changed your mind. After July 23rd passes, which is a week from today, then you would have to petition or do an appeal to make any changes to your credit, no credit. And what that means is if you get a grade that's a C- or higher, you'll get credit in a course. If it's less than a C-, then you won't get credit in that course and you will need to repeat it. So that deadline is the 22nd. And it's the same, basically the same process that everybody went through in spring. The other information that's come out is for students who are going to live on campus. We will be testing all students when they get on campus before they receive their keys. Kathy Hajeb, who is working at Lassonde, she's also one of our professors in B Corps. I have her here, and I'll let her give you just a little bit more information of what that testing should look like. So,
hi everybody. Hi everybody. This is Kathy. I wish you could see my live picture, but the webinar is blocking that a little bit. So let me just give you an overview. So move-in details are changing, and so I encourage you to continue to watch your email and watch the housing website. So move-in days are going to be expanded, so there'll be more time slots to come to campus to move in. Prior to move in, the campus in partnership with University Health will be COVID testing all residents. So students will get their COVID test, then get their keys, and then that will enable the campus to be able to to do some contact tracing on any students that maybe arrive without symptoms that we know then they would have to need to be isolated, need to have some kind of special accommodation if they're COVID positive. So just know there's a lot of things happening right now, so I'd encourage you to continue to watch the housing website and to watch your email as that moves forward. Thanks, Andrea.
So thank you, Kathy. I also want to let everybody know that the website that we have for the Eccles School, which is eccles.link/fall2020 has all of the FAQs that were the frequently asked questions that we're updating all of the time. And then we're also going to start adding some of the social things that are planned. So there's a lot of work happening right now to make sure that we can still offer students who come to campus the opportunity to build their community, to get to know people. We're doing some really interesting creative things that we'll be able to provide more detail soon on the fall 2020 portion of the website. Blink is working, that's our Business Leaders Incorporated. They're working on a lot of activities, both virtual and in-person activities in the fall. They're going to have their calendar ready on August 3rd as they have items ready, especially the ones that are the first part of the semester. We'll be updating constantly the eccles.link/fall2020 site so that you can see all the things that are going on. We're looking at enhanced learning opportunities, social opportunities, and we're definitely keeping safety and student health in mind as we plan all of those things. So more to come on that. I am looking to see if there's any questions. If you have any questions, you can ask them in one of two ways. You can go down to the button that says Q&A and you can type in your question there, or you can share it in the chat. So if you have any questions at all. I know that class schedules have been communicated, and so a lot of incoming freshmen have now had a couple of weeks to be able to talk to their academic advisor and get their schedule set. The information on the schedules about what type of class it is, whether it's an in-person class or a hybrid class or an IVC class, those the forms in the schedule. All professors have been asked to have their syllabus for each of the class posted 2 weeks before class starts. So that's going to be August 10th. So you should be able to get more specific information on each of the classes that you are signed up for through Canvas on August 10th. If you're a new student and aren't really comfortable with Canvas, part of your new student orientation was a Canvas tutorial, and so you can actually go back and repeat that. I know when you went through new student orientation, there was a lot of information that you had to go, and there's a lot of videos, and it was 3+ hours, and so you can go back to any of those videos and rewatch them as it gets closer to being on campus if you have any questions that were covered that you want to focus on a little bit more. So I'm looking at the questions, the Q&A, and the chat, and I'm not seeing any. I also want to give the opportunity, we have some of our great Eccles School partners on this call. Erica, who leads academic advising, Laura Schwartz, who leads Blink. So if you want to provide any updates at all, just send me a quick message on the chat, and then I can give you the opportunity to announce anything coming up. Whatever they would be announcing, we're going to be updating on the website, as I mentioned. And so what we're really focused on now is that communication is clear, it's updated often, that we're transparent. As things happen with the university, as we get information, the university is also doing webinars. They also have a return to campus place on the website that they have FAQs, and they're constantly updating those as well. So I'm just going to do one more check with the Q&A and on the chat. So we will be doing these webinars through the month of July. So next week, on next Thursday, 1 p.m., we'll have one. And then July 30th, I believe it is, at 1 p.m., we'll have one. And then what we're going to do, so I'm checking the dates on that. So it is July 23rd and July 30th. Then what we'll do is we'll wait and have one after the syllabus, that most of the courses syllabus are opened, and when you're getting closer to coming to campus. And so we will have one on August 13th. and that will give us a last opportunity to ask any general questions that you have before you come to campus. Now, once your Canvas opens up, you'll have the opportunity to message your professors if you have any specific questions, and then you still have the opportunity to get questions to us through the chat feature on the eccles.link/fall2020. So we want to make sure that if anything comes to you, if you have any questions at all, if there's more information you want to get on a certain area and have me bring somebody to this webinar next week, just please let us know, and you can go through the chat function on eccles.link/fall2020. So the advisors are available to assist you with academic and enrollment questions. There's same-day peer advising. They have hours that are available, and that's students who have been trained, that have been through a lot of what you're going through, who have been trained to answer your questions. They're available, and you can go to eccles.link/peer/advising to make an appointment with a peer advisor. So lots of resources available to you. We're really making an effort to make sure that we're constantly updating our site so that if you wake up in the middle of the night with a question, you'll have a place to go to get an answer to the questions that you have. So with that, I will just wish you all a great rest of the week and a great weekend. And we'll be here again next Thursday, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. If you have any questions at all, we're happy to address them. So thanks so much for tuning in.